Alright team, James Glover here. So I had mentioned I was going to do an example video on how we were going to do these continuous improvement projects. So here it is. This will be the format that we're going to follow going forward. Alright, so really this is a two-step process. You describe how the area, the equipment, or the process was before, why we chose to make the change, and then you'll discuss how to operate the change going forward. Alright, so I'm standing in our work in progress material area. This is where everything that's large gets staged before it goes to the job site. Alright, so how this was before is we would put all of our pallets on the ground and we would just stage them in a row. So anytime that we needed to get an item, if it was at the back, we'd have to move all the pallets, get to the item at the back, move it to the job site, put all the pallets back. And it was such a cumbersome and difficult process that it was really hard to actually follow through on any of the procedures that we had set, right? So one example being we have to set the job number and the part number on an item when it comes in. Well, it was so hard to climb through all the pallets that it was unsafe and nobody wanted to do it. Okay? So we decided to make it easier. So now what we've done is we bought these pallet racks, and now it's a much simpler process of delivering the material and then moving it to the job site. Alright, so I'm going to go through on exactly how this goes now. Alright, so once an item comes into the facility, it gets staged right here. It's then the crib's responsibility to do two things. They come out, they identify what the material is and what job it goes to. They put a piece of tape on there that has the part number and the job, and then they move it onto the rack. It's that simple. So there's a couple of things that'll make this a little challenging. One is if the pallet does not fit on the beams. Alright, so these beams are 42 inches apart. Standard pallet is a 48 by 48. If it is too small to fit on the beams, you don't put it on there. We've got wooden 2x6s here. These are safeties just in case a pallet were to fall through the beams. They are not load bearing. If it doesn't fit on the beams, it doesn't go on the beams. So your options are put it on the concrete below, or put it over here where we have a larger area for items that are not going to fit on the rack. Okay? So that's where you put it on an item that either doesn't fit in because the shelves are too close together, or the pallet isn't compatible with the beams. Over here we keep our extra pallets just in case you need to transfer an item onto a pallet before you put it on the shelving. And we have a max and a minimum level for the pallets, so it's not unsafe by stacking them too high, but we've always got a pallet available. When you're removing items from here to go to the job site, we've kept this open so you can access it from both directions. So the forklift simply drives in here, identifies what job you need the material for. You take it to your job site, and you're done. It's that easy.